feel like I've been doing a lot of structured educational type videos, which is good. I've been enjoying making them, and it seems like from the comments that you guys have been enjoying watching them as well and learning from them. But today I just want to chill out a bit, to be honest, and have a bit of a casual chat here on the couch with my cup of tea. I want to talk about burnout because it's something that I have experienced recently. I think I'm past it now, but a couple of weeks ago I was there. Over the past month or so, I've had a lot on. I've been the busiest that I've ever been in my whole life, which is why there's been a severe lack of vlogs on this channel and why videos have been going up on Sunday instead of Saturday or whatever. Just, it's been hard to keep up, to be honest. Basically what happened is I completely overloaded myself. I am very optimistic when it comes to time and how long things will take. I like being the person who gets a lot of things done, and I have people saying that to me all the time, like, oh, you do so much, or whatever. And I don't know, I feel like because people see me that way, that I should be able to do everything and I should be able to fit more in. Over the past month, I have been working on 3 different freelance projects. I have left one job, started another, and also I spent a good, I want to say like 3 weeks being quite ill. Like I had 2 different bouts of the flu, which was very frustrating. I feel like saying it like that doesn't actually make it sound like that much, but when you work full time, that means that you've only got a couple of hours spare each weekday, you know, to do other things. And so that's when I've been trying to fit in these freelance projects that I've been working on. And when you work on freelance projects too, there's a lot of admin that goes along with it. It's not just doing the work, there's also the writing the contract and, you know, communicating with the client and getting all the information and making sure the invoice is paid. There's just a lot of things that you have to think about. And that's where I think my problem has come from, is that there's just been so much on my mind. I don't want to blame being sick because I should, you know, have built buffer time into my estimates or whatever to allow for, you know, unforeseen circumstances like that. But falling ill when I first started, like the first freelance project to kick off, really just, I don't know, I feel like I've been playing catch up for a month, trying to get back on top of things because of that. When you're sick, you can't work as hard as you can when you're healthy. That is just a fact that I find very hard to accept. I don't know, I find it frustrating when my body just like won't keep up with my mind in a way, I guess. Like I wanted to work and I wanted to be doing the things, but I was just so exhausted and like sluggish, and I don't know, things weren't connecting as easily, and I was very tired and needed a lot of sleep. I find being sick really frustrating because it feels like such a waste of time. I did manage to do everything in the end, but I'm disappointed with how long it took me to get there, and the fact that I had overloaded myself and had these freelance projects overlapping when really, you know, you just can't really do that when you also work full time because there is just physically not enough time in the day. I absolutely hate disappointing people, and obviously no one likes it. Like that's not a thing that anybody wants to have happen. But it really gets to me when I feel like I might have disappointed someone, or when like my actions mean more work for someone else, or, you know, it has an impact on them in a negative way. And disappointing people is, and worrying about disappointing people actually, is something that's also been on my mind for the past month and what's been contributing to this feeling of burnout. So for example, really what would have been the healthy thing to do for me to get better easier would have been to say, sorry, I can't work on this project anymore, you're going to have to find someone else. But I just couldn't bring myself to do that. So I fought through and I got it done. But it did mean that I was sick for a long time because, like I said, I just wasn't able to properly take a proper break and get better. Let's talk about the leaving job thing as well, because that's been very stressful. And also because I hate disappointing people, and I know that I've left my old job and they've got no one to replace me yet. So I know that that's going to make it harder for them to get work done for a while. But I mean, I gave my notice period and everything and I worked it out, but yeah, it's harder to hire designers than you might think. I'm very excited about my new job though, and I know I made the right choice. It's a hard choice to make, but it was the best one for me in my career. And sometimes you have to, I don't know, you have to do the right thing by you and your future. My new job, if you follow me on Twitter, you will have already seen. You should definitely follow me on Twitter if you don't already. I am now the marketing designer at ConvertKit, which is a tech company. They make software that is used by bloggers. It's email marketing, and basically the company mission is to help people make a living like working for themselves and doing what they love. So obviously that is perfectly aligned with me and my values, which is why I'm really excited about it. I met the CEO, Nathan Barry, at Shawmere's conference. You might have seen him in my vlog, actually, I don't know. We had lunch with him one day, and during that lunch he asked if I might be interested in coming to work with him. And so then we chatted some more, and we've been, continued chatting after I got home after the conference, and, worked out what the role would be, etc. And I took it, and I'm very excited that I did take it, and that they wanted to hire me. I'll be designing websites and marketing collateral, and I'm really excited to join the team because it seems like they're an awesome bunch of people, and a lot of them have their own side projects on as well. So yeah, got a lot in common, which is really cool. But it has been stressful leaving my old job because, like I said, I feel like I have left them in the lurch a bit, and obviously they would have preferred that I stayed. So it's more been emotionally draining, I suppose, leaving, because I wasn't, sick of my job or anything and looking for another one, but it's just that this better opportunity came along, and so, had to go with it. I had my first day at ConvertKit yesterday. When I say at ConvertKit though, I'm working remotely, so my home is now my office, which is very exciting and suits me perfectly because I work really well on my own. I wish that I'd written some notes for this, or that I had some takeaways or handy advice for you or something about burnout, but I don't know. Really, I just wanted to tell you what's been going on, and that I hit this point where just everything seemed to compound, and all the things that were on my mind added together and just made me feel like I can't do this anymore, and I just wondered how I was going to get through. I've just had so many things fall to the wayside over the past month, and how I would describe it is it's like a moving train that picks up speed, and it moves faster and faster and faster, and it goes so fast that pieces start to fall off, but because of the momentum you're still moving forward, and there's no time to just stop and put it back together and then keep going. You just have to keep going until you reach the end, and then you can go back and pick up the pieces, I suppose. Wow, that sounds really dramatic, but honestly, that's just how I've been feeling over the past few weeks. So if I've been unresponsive or not making videos or anything like that, that is why. I've definitely learned some lessons from this though. I know my breaking point now. I know how much is too much, and I don't think I'd hit that before. I just kept getting busier and busier, and now I know what too busy really looks like. And so I'm going to be very careful not to hit that again in the future. Well, at least try. If you are feeling overwhelmed at the moment with all the things, take a look at what you're doing and what you've got on, what you've committed to, and cut out anything that is not absolutely essential. That's why I stopped the vlogs. That's why I have not bothered to write a blog post lately. Why I've not bothered to send out an email newsletter over the past month. Because those things, even though I know that people will be disappointed to not see them, for the most part, life will go on if they don't happen. So those are the things that had to go. My client projects that I committed to, those were the things that I had to put first, and the things I had to prioritize. Learn from my mistakes as well, to make sure that you put health as a priority for you, because I definitely don't get enough sleep on a regular basis, but when you're ill, you need even more sleep than usual, and I definitely didn't allow for that enough. This video is going to be a bit of a nightmare to edit, isn't it? But I hope you enjoyed isn't the right word here. I hope you found it interesting to hear what's been going on lately and where my brain's been at, and that I hit that burnout point and that now I'm on the up. So maybe next week you can expect a vlog. No promises, but it is a thing that I will try and make happen. If you've been feeling overwhelmed lately and dealing with all the things and feel like they're sort of compounding on top of you, tell me about it in the comments if you feel like talking about it, and I don't know, everyone down there can at least share some support to each other. I think that'd be nice, make it a nice supportive space. Thank you for watching this video. If you got all the way to the end and you're not actually subscribed yet, then please go ahead and do that, and thank you for watching. Next week I will be back again with another design video for sure, so I will see you then. Bye.